In the busy town of Milford, where people rushed through life as if racing invisible clocks, lived a quiet boy named Adrian, who always felt as though he didn't belong to the same rhythm as everyone else. While others hurried to school, hurried to work, hurried to sleep, Adrian walked slowly, noticing things no one else had time to see, the shape of clouds drifting like memories, the way old leaves curled as if whispering secrets, and the soft sighs of tired shopkeepers who smiled only with their mouths, not their eyes. The townspeople often complained, "There's never enough time," but Adrian believed time was simply waiting to be understood. One evening, while sitting beside the old oak tree at the edge of town, he found a small silver watch buried in the roots. It ticked softly yet had no hands, only a glowing inscription on the back, "Lost hour, return to the one who needs it most." Confused yet curious, Adrian tucked it into his pocket and went home. That night, at exactly midnight, the watch began to hum, filling his room with a warm golden light before suddenly stopping, and the world outside froze. The wind paused mid-whisper, raindrops hung in the air like floating pearls, and even the ticking clocks in nearby homes fell silent. Adrian stepped outside in awe, realizing he had discovered something impossible, a missing hour where the world stopped, but he stayed awake. At first, he used the hour to explore, wandering through silent streets, touching raindrops, and watching still birds suspended like artwork in the sky. But soon he realized this hour wasn't meant for wonder, it was meant for healing. He found Mrs. Alder, the lonely widow who sat by her window each night, whispering her late husband's name. During the frozen hour, Adrian placed her forgotten letters on her lap and lit a candle she used to keep near the window, and when time resumed, she woke with a smile she hadn't worn in years. He visited the town baker, who worked endlessly to support his ill son. During the still hour, Adrian kneaded dough, cleaned the counters, and prepared trays of bread so the man could rest for once. And when the baker opened his shop at dawn, he whispered, "Maybe miracles aren't gone after all." Adrian kept helping, fixing broken fences, leaving notes of encouragement, pushing fallen bicycles upright, tucking blankets around homeless wanderers. No one knew who did these things, but hope slowly began returning to Milford. People laughed a little more. They looked up from their rushed steps. They remembered life wasn't only about running. But the watch grew dimmer with each use. Adrian felt a quiet sadness knowing the missing hour was not infinite. One night, as the humming weakened, he climbed the tallest hill overlooking the glowing town and asked the sky, "Why me?" A gentle voice, not loud, not frightening, but warm like a forgotten lullaby, answered from everywhere and nowhere, because only a slow heart can hear time's true footsteps. Adrian understood then that he had been chosen not because he was special, but because he noticed what others ignored. The next night, the watch lit for the final time. Adrian used the last hour not to fix anything but to write a letter, a long, honest message telling the townspeople the truth they had forgotten, that time wasn't stolen from them, they simply stopped giving it to the things that mattered. At dawn, every door in Milford found a copy of his letter. And though the watch vanished at sunrise, the town changed forever. People slowed down. They looked at each other with real warmth. They laughed deeper, listened longer, and lived softer. No one ever discovered who wrote the letter, but sometimes, when the sun set softly over Milford, people claimed they saw a young boy walking slowly under the oak tree, watching the world with the same gentle patience that once turned a missing hour into a miracle.